Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. So finally a new update to the game, and the version 30.0 is finally live. And as always guys, I'm gonna go through the patch notes. I'm gonna put the link to this patch note in the description below so you guys can check it out by yourselves. And I'm gonna just cover the main things, the new features, the new changes into the game, and the balance changes. And I'm gonna just give you guys my impressions and my opinion. So the new features here says co-op split editing. So that's gonna be nice to add certain splits to the challenges or to the co-op maps. There is a new map called Sunken Columns, is an advanced map. And there is a new skin for Upside. And there are some new achievements, new monkey knowledge, and new trophy store items. So as always, these are the new things that have been just added. I'm gonna go now into the game so we can check out the actual new changes. So first of all, we have Psy skin. It's this one right here. I've already got it. It costs 2500 monkey money, so it's not even that expensive. And I'm gonna now show you how it looks like when it levels up. So yeah, this is the base skin. You can see here also the little notes, the sound of it. And when you upgrade it, I think at level 3 you have this small drum at the back. Very nice, very cool. Then I think the level 8 here, it changes again, so it has also some symbols here on the top, and also the hat, I think it changes, and also it had headphones. That's super cool. Level 10 here, some trumpets as well. Then let's see when the design changes again. I think it might change at level 20, and yeah, here we go. And at level 20 also some colors change, and yeah, overall this is how it looks like. So very nice skin. Also different colors here, different lights on the ground. So very cool skin. Then new map. So the new advanced map is this one right here. It's an advanced one, as I said before, and actually by playing it, I'm gonna just try to give you guys some ideas. Because here there are some weird things how obstacle works. Like these two platforms, so this one and this one, are considered at a lower level. So for example, if I place a sniper, see the huge line of sight blockage? Like it's insane. You can only attack this part right here, this one, and then here at the center, and then that's it, right? Instead, look at what happens if I place a sniper here. See that the line of sight is completely fine. So as long as you place towers on these bottom 3 platforms or on these top 3 ones, you can attack everywhere. The balloons though are gonna follow this path, so they're gonna come from both sides at the same time. They're gonna overlap each other. So the balloons coming from the right are gonna go left, and the balloons coming from the left are gonna go towards the right. They're gonna follow here this kind of flowers pattern on the ground. And so they're gonna follow this other circle. They're gonna overlap again here at the center, and then they're gonna leak. So that's how the balloons work. I'm not sure how MOABs, so which is the path that MOABs are gonna follow, for the very simple reason that you need to reach round 40 to actually see what happens. So it might happen that MOABs are gonna follow a slightly different pattern. Maybe they're gonna follow a different one, so just be aware of it. And you guys, if you guys have already tried this map, you can tell me in the comments if you already know how MOABs are gonna work. And yeah, so because of these features in the map, I think that even placing water towers here, it's just a bad idea, because you can see that the obstacle on the sides is gonna block. So here, if I place a sub here, right, see that it cannot even attack this side or this one. So it can only attack when the balloons are gonna just walk towards the right side, so when the balloons are here in the center. So that's why it's super bad. And another thing is that you can actually remove this water like in Ouch, and you can have then like dry ground where you can place ground towers if you want to. But remember that still there is the problem of obstacles, and you can't still attack. Of course, there are some towers like the whizzer with the top path where you just can attack through obstacles, and of course that could be a strategy that you could use to still be able to attack the balloons by placing towers here in the center. But I would say that the best strategy might be to just place towers here, right? So you can attack the balloons coming from both sides when they overlap each other. You can use towers like mortars or like snipers, right? That can attack everywhere in the map, even Darkling Gunners. Yeah, I don't have enough cash, but you could place Darkling Gunners like in anywhere, right? So in that way you can follow the balloons, you can attack them. Or as I said before, you can go with towers that can just ignore obstacles like aces, helis, mortars, yeah, towers like that. Or towers that can somehow ignore obstacles like alchemists, or like the wizards with the top path, and the spike factories, and so on. So I would say there are different strategies, but mostly like this water here, I think it's very, very bad, and it might be just trying to deceive you, because like you cannot attack the balloons. So yeah, starting with like a sub down here or here is just bad in my opinion. But yeah, this is just how the new map looks like. And now the new monkey knowledge points. There are 2 new points here in primary and 1 in magic. So for primary, there is this one right here that is gonna grant camo detection to turbocharge while you use the ability. So yeah, the boomerangs do not have camo detection in any way, other with the top path, the tar 5 upgrade with the rotating blades, but other than that, it doesn't have camo. So now with this one, with monkey knowledge, of course, you could get camo detection. And now you can choose to either start with a free monkey like it was before, or with a free glue gunner. You can only have 1 free tower though, so you can either choose now that monkey or glue gunner. So that's just the new monkey knowledge point. And then going here to magic, there is this last one that has been added. And now Ultra Vision, that is the second upgrade in the bottom path of super monkeys, is going to allow them to see through and fire through obstacles. So this is super, super nice, and therefore now you don't have to worry anymore about like obstacles with super monkeys if you have monkey knowledge and if you have this point right here. So yeah, those are the 3 new points. And then the new trophies or items right here, the new featured ones, and the new achievements, as I said before. So let's go back to the patch notes. All right, here we go. And let's just see now the tower changes. Here are some bug fixes, nothing really worth mentioning, and here we go. Now there's been a lot of changes onto the towers, especially some buffs or some slight nerfs. And now starting with the Dark Monkey, you can see now Juggernaut doing more damage to ceramics, and Crossbow Master being cheaper, so this is very cool. For boomerangs, once again here Glaiveboard doing a lot more damage with the main attack, Bionic Boomerang costing less, but now Turbocharge costing slightly more, and Mob Domination cost also reduced. Bomb Shooter, they're nerfing once again Mortar, and now it deals 0 extra damage to ceramics. Attack Shooter, Ring of Fire now attacks more often, and now there are some buffs to the middle and bottom crosspath. So for the middle one, the Inferno Ring is gonna grant the Meteor more pierce, and instead the bottom upgrade is gonna grant more damage with the Meteor. So this is only for the 5th upgrade for Inferno Ring. Ice Monkey here, more cost for the 4th upgrade in the bottom, so Icicles. For the Sniper here, the bouncing bullets upgrades by itself has been nerfed, so it can bounce for less distance. But if you go for the top crosspath, you again have the same distance as before. So yeah, remember that the top crosspath for the Sniper is still the best one, so that's why I wouldn't say that this is really affecting any way the game. And then here there are some changes here to the bottom path of the Sniper. You can see here that says that gains more bonus to initial hits +1, and then the Elite Defender is +2, and if you go for the top crosspath it's +3 or +4. And I'm not really sure what this means, because it says initial hit, so I don't know if it's only the first hit or if it's just every hit on mobs that's gonna grant this extra damage. So if you guys know any better, let me know in the comments. For the sub here, ballistic missile has more attack speed, and now the bottom crosspath doesn't grant any more that extra attack speed. For the buccaneer, some changes to the paragon. The passive hook is the attack speed has been reduced, and the active one, the cooldown is longer. For the ace, now we can toggle the direction for any pattern, and this is very nice, and I'm gonna just show you guys because I think it's like you don't really understand it from just reading the patch notes, and it's a lot more easier to just show it to you. And this is the ace. Now here there is this button, see, and see the ace here is flying clockwise, and if I click this button, you can see that now the ace flies into the other direction, so counterclockwise. This change, you can see, has a little bit of a cooldown, so I think it's like 4 seconds or 5 seconds, and yeah, this applies here to every single crosspath, so circle, figure infinite, right, clockwise or counterclockwise, figure 8, and if you have center path, it also applies to the center path, so it applies to every single pattern that the ace has. And yeah, I don't really know how this could be helpful, maybe depending on the map and the direction at which the balloons are coming, but yeah, the fact that now we can change directions could be some more control on the micro and on RNG, so that's definitely nice. Going back here to the patch notes, we have that ground zero is more expensive, so of course for races this is gonna hurt a little bit. But Tsar Bomba is less expensive. Flying Fortress as well is less expensive. So with each update, the cost of many Tarf upgrades are very expensive, is getting lower and lower and lower. So that could make them affordable maybe in a future, in even on chimps. Now for the heli, again, here's some buffs to the bottom path. The rate missile has been increased. The dark damage has been increased, the mini heli has been increased, the pierce has been increased, and for the Comanche commander, so the 5th upgrade, the dart has been further increased. For the mortar, a ton of buffs. Didn't really expect so many buffs. So you can see here the 2nd upgrade has less cost. Shell shock also is less expensive. Big one deals more damage, and the biggest one now, the center AoE damage is increased, and the outer area ceramic damage also is increased. So yeah, now the mortar deals a lot more damage and is less expensive, so that's great. And then here's some changes to how the burning works. So you can see 302 now burns twice as fast, but also expires twice as fast, so the DPS is exactly as before. And for the big one, this damage over time is increased to 5, so that's just the difference. So the fact that you can tick this burning twice as fast means that you give less time to regrow balloons to regrow back. So I would say that it's only helpful against regrow balloons, but against normal balloons, because of the overall DPS stays the same, I wouldn't say it's that much different. Darkling Gunner, again, Ray of Doom, price decreased. For the Rocket Storm, some nerfs. You can see here less damage, less duration, and but now a slight buff, the fact that no longer ignores blockers. So this ability, the missiles can fly everywhere, and so yeah, this is cool for certain maps. And here a minor buff to the 103 Backshot. You can see that now it grants more distance to projectiles, plus 25%, so they can fly longer. Whizzer, again here, very nice. They are reducing even further the base cost, so that's super good. Wildfire, slightly more expensive, but not too much. Arcane Spike also less expensive. Shimmer has now more range, and Priest of Darkness has less range. And then here some nerfs to the single upgrade, but that can be nullified if you go for the top grass path. You can see here the base zombie travel has been reduced, but if you go for the top grass path, you get it back again at 250. The base mob travel has been reduced as well for the Prince of Darkness, but if you go for the top grass path, it stays at 300. And the same here for BFBs, and actually for BFBs there is a buff, because with the top grass path now they go an extra 25 distance. So yeah, if it was already before that the top grass path was a very good alternative, now it's even better. Super Monkey, now less Pierce for Plasma Blast, but the price has been reduced by a lot, so it's now a lot more affordable. Even Sun Avatar, the price has been reduced. Robot Monkey also price reduced, and Dark Knight is the only upgrade where the price has been slightly increased. Now Dark Champion deals 2 extra layers to ceramics. Legends of the Night is less expensive. And now they have changed how the passive cooldown works. You can see that now it's gonna carry on even if the tower is sold and rebought. So you cannot trick the game anymore in having the unlimited passive, but now it has always a fixed cooldown. So yeah. And again here for the whizzer, look at this, the base cost has been further decreased, so this is super nice. The Druid of the Storm also less expensive. And then here a bunch of buffs to the 4th upgrade in the top path. You can see here that the minimum and maximum blowback has been increased. The Pierce has been increased. The price has been decreased. And now it has 25% of freezing the balloons on contact. So this before was a Monkey Knowledge point, now it's applied by default. And Monkey Knowledge now increases this chance to 100%. So I'm gonna now show you to you what this means, going back to the game. And if we go here to Magic, there is this upgrade, I think. Yeah, this one. Before it gave 25% chance of freezing balloons on contact. Now this 25% is intrinsic into the tower, and now what this Monkey Knowledge point does is increases the chance to 100%. So you always freeze the balloons. So that's just the difference compared to before. Going back to the patch notes here, Superstorm has been decreased the cost, and then it's gonna blow back ZOMGs for half the distance. So yeah, that's just it. I don't really think it matters that much, but the fact that ZOMGs are gonna be targetable faster, it's also good. Primary Expertise attacks more often. Engineer here, I don't really know what this means. Like 014 now, picking new target expires current balloon trap and places a new one. Like I've even tried to go into the game to see how this works, but I haven't been able to figure it out. And I'm gonna just show you guys here. So 014 Engineer, you can see that this one increases the base range, right? And balloon trap is just the cache. So I don't really understand what it means when it says that now when you go for 013 and you replace here the targeting, if like the current balloon trap is going to expire. So yeah, you can see that it's not expiring right away. Maybe because this is sandbox, so when there is a natural rounding going on, maybe it's slightly different. But you can see that it doesn't expire right away. It expires after a little, so there is still some delay when you can control somehow the balloon trap targeting. And now here the last few changes into the game to Quincy and Admiral Brickle, so 2 heroes. Now Quincy level 17 is gonna shoot more frequently the explosive arrows every 2 shots, so that's nice because it means that Quincy is gonna do more damage. And then from Brickle, you can see a level 8 is gonna grant 1 extra pierce to all water towers in radius. And then level 15 more damage, and level 17 more damage from the base attack. And that's it. So these are all the changes for this update. Here also very nice, the developers have gave us a glimpse of future updates, or probable, so planning, not things that are gonna happen. So you can see here new hero incoming, new boss, new maps, and some new things added. So yeah, it's very nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.